here you go. These are the stock lights. To remove it, you guys need a 10mm socket wrench. Remove this light. So after you remove these two screws, the 10mm screws over here, simply grab it from here. You can basically remove the tail lights. Just wiggle it around and it should come out. I loosen this bumper a little bit just to be on a safe side because of these brackets. Sometimes, it just needs a little force to apply when you are pulling it out, but make sure you are doing that gently. You don't want to break these tabs. Just leave them as is, and that's how it looks when you remove the tail lights. So another step would be to now this is the factory socket. Just simply remove it. Okay, there is a tab to it. You press that down, it comes out. And another step would be to just squeeze this one in. This is a rubber seal, and there you go. Your tail light is out. Okay, now make sure your car is completely turned off when you are performing this installation. All right, first piece, passenger side outer light is out. We're gonna replace it with the aftermarket one. So these tabs over here, this one, make sure it's aligned with this one. You connect these together, and this metal piece goes in here, in this plastic. All right, we tested the light, everything is working fine. Okay, this part is done. We're gonna tighten it all the way in the end. Next step is to remove this inner light and replace it with the aftermarket one. I'm gonna show you that in just a second. When you're installing this inner part, okay, this foam piece comes with it. So what you need to do is you install that first. A lot of people miss that, and water gets inside, or the fit is no good, and then they complain. So you basically install it like this, and then install the inner light on top of the trunk. So this one, it has a nice double-sided tape on it. You remove this white plastic and install it over here, and then you should be good to go. The white plastic piece has been removed, so for you to figure it out which side is which, just align this area with this one. This is the passenger side inner light. Okay, there you go. We put that piece in. All right, nicely inside, everything is good, the wire is out, and then we're gonna install it on the trunk. Okay, so this is the inner side light. All right, you just put it in place. Once again, if it's not aligning properly, no problem, just wiggle it around and fit it in place. And after that, just finger tight the screws, okay? Now, before you even put the screws in, make sure all the lights, all the wires are out. Take these out. There you go. Now, finger tight these screws, these 3 screws, okay? All right, finger tight nicely, and then check to make sure it's nicely aligned. In our case, it is. Everything is good. All right, so the fitting is good. Next one is connection. Now, these lights are plug and play for the XSE, and because for the XSE, you just connect these 2 wires together. And the next one is, now this is once again an XSE setup, okay? And then simply connect it to this socket over here to the car. For the SE, it comes with a kit. So for the SE, on these lights, the Lexus style lights with the chrome trim and without the chrome trim, it comes with these plugs, okay? Very simple, no rocket science. Here you go. You connect these 2 together, okay? There you go. Nice. When they click, that means they are perfectly connected. All right, this one, we're gonna worry about that later. Now this wire needs to be connected to any positive of the car. Now remember, this method applies on both Lexus style with and without chrome trim. All right, so we're gonna do this one first. All right, see now, in this one, so now for the SE on these lights, once again, the Lexus style tail lights with chrome and without chrome, we don't need this socket. So we're gonna remove this, okay? And then replace it with this. There you go, plug and play. Nicely slugged, everything is good. Now this cable, this black one, also comes with the kit. So you just basically connect it together like this. All right, there you go, nicely connected. And then the other end, this one connects to this wire on the back of the light. All right, there you go. So this is second to the last step. All right, one last step is left. I'll show that to you in a second, how to connect the daytime running light. So everything should be working fine now. We're gonna test it in a second. Now, I told you guys about this wire. Okay, now this is a direct positive wire, so it needs to be connected to any positive of the car. So in our case, on the SE, we will be connecting it to the license plate wires. All right, so here are your license plate wires. Okay, so there are two wires for the license plate lights. Okay, here you go. One is over here to the passenger side, and one is over here to the driver side. So if you look at, no, this is the light for this is the plug for the license plate number of the driver side. These both wires are thick. You can tell that, okay, there is some juice in these wires. So okay, so now to test it, what you need to do is put this white wire, insert it in here, and then tell somebody to turn on the lights and make sure the daytime running lights are running. Daytime running lights are these marks, these check marks over here, these white ones. Okay, so just test these. Okay, so when you test it, they should illuminate good in a nice brightness, matched with the inner light and the outer light. Make sure the illumination, make sure it's matched with these two lights. There you go. So we tested it already, it works. And then we spliced this wire, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna splice this wire even further more and connect these over here. So both wires from both sides, okay? From the inner side, passenger side, and inner side driver light, run that wire and then connect it with this white wire first, and then tie it together, secure it with the electrical tape, and then you should be good. And we will, let's test the rest of the wires, and then we'll show you how it looks. So both wires, these white wires, this is from the other side, from the driver side. So these are connected nicely. Now, if loses connection sometime, if the lights stop working, that means they are not connected properly. Okay, so this is how I connected it. Now grab electrical tape and secure it nicely. Make sure they are intact. Right, in our case, they're not moving, so we are good. And I'm gonna right now secure it with the tape, secure it nicely, and then use that same loom, the factory loom, and just hide the wire inside it, and you should be good. There you go, nicely secured. And then go ahead, connect it back to the reverse light. All right, so this wire is connected. We're going to be connecting the other side inner light in shortly, but this is how you run the connections, and we're going to test it for you to see how the right side works. Same method applies on the driver side as well. Okay, there you go. The daytime running lights, everything works on the inner and outer light. We're going to test the turn signals now and reverse light. Okay, there you go. Turn signals are working fine on the passenger side. Now I'm gonna test the reverse light for you. There you go, reverse light is working, brake lights are working. I'm gonna show that to you in a second. These are the brake lights. All right. Okay, wires are tucked in, and this one is already hidden behind this black trim. I'm gonna show it to you how we did it on this side. So there you go, excess wire is all tucked in over here. One side, this side, and the black wire, this one, comes all the way with the Velcro ties, electrical tape, okay? Comes in like this, all right? Goes all the way underneath, all right? And then goes inside there, and then you run it behind the carpet line, and then you just put the plastic piece back on like this. Okay, now this plastic piece has a plastic screw over here, so you remove that and then remove the trim, and after that you just put that back in. This is how it looks. Put the trunk liner back on and you are good to go, and we will test everything for you in just a second.